Scott G. Winterton, Deseret News Utah Jazz head coach Quin Snyder walks off the floor after the Utah Jazz and the Houston Rockets play Game 1 of the NBA semifinals in Houston on Sunday, April 29, 2018. The Rockets won 110-96. HOU JAZZ Houston, 38 hours after celebrating an emotional Game 6 closeout win against the Oklahoma City Thunder Friday night, the Utah Jazz were in a completely different environment Sunday afternoon. No longer were the 18,306 fans roaring in support of the Jazz, there was a sellout crowd at Toyota Center cheering against them. On top of that, the Jazz were playing without starting point guard Ricky Rubio, who could miss up to 10 days with a left hamstring strain, against the Western Conference's top team. Long story short, the Jazz were at a complete disadvantage from the tip-off, and the Houston Rockets exploited those weaknesses with a 110-96 Game 1 victory to start the Western Conference semifinals series, 1-0. MVP frontrunner James Harden burned the Jazz for 41 points, 8 rebounds and 7 assists with 7 threes. "I don't think there's an adjustment for us psychologically," Jazz coach Quin Snyder said ahead of the game. "As proud as I was of our team winning that series, we're not stuck back there mentally, no. I think from a preparation standpoint and a fatigue standpoint, certainly that goes without saying, right," he added. "That's kind of self-evident that if you played a shorter time ago, and you don't have as much prepped time." Movie camera, Game 1, movie camera Donovan Mitchell, 21p, 5a, 3r Jae Crowder, 21p, 5r, 2s, 1b Joe Ingles, 15p, 6, 5a, 1s, 1 Rudy Gobert, 11p, 9r, 1a, 1 Sedante Exum, 9p, 1a. Backquote 1 Rollick Burks, 6p, 6r, 3a, 1 SD Eric Favors, 5p, 2r, 2s, 2 Bryce O'Neal, 4p, 4a, 4s, 3r pic.twitter.com/back1peku 3w, Utah Jazz, at Utah Jazz, April 29, 2018. Utah arrived in Houston during the early evening on Saturday and didn't have time for a shoot-around or an on-court walkthrough before hitting the hardwood for competition. Rookie Royce O'Neal didn't even find out he would be starting for Rubio until the morning of the game, as he was faced with the tough challenge of checking Harden. Jazz fell to the Rockets 4 times in the regular season and once again couldn't keep up with the potent backcourt of Harden and Chris Paul, while P.J. Tucker, Trevor Ariza and Eric Gordon made life harder for star rookie Donovan Mitchell on the defensive end. After averaging 28.5 points, 7.2 rebounds and 2.7 assists through 6 games in the first-round series versus OKC, Mitchell would finish with 21 points, 5 assists and 3 boards while going 9 for 22 from the field. He did make a couple of highlight plays, though, including a one-handed flush off an alley-oop from Jae Crowder at 5:38 in the third quarter, and attacked more aggressively as the game progressed. "I think for us as a whole, and not just myself, we kind of got stagnant with the ball," Mitchell said. "They started switching and we didn't figure it out until the second half." Paul and Harden powered the Rockets to a 64-39 edge at halftime after combining for 34 points, 9 assists and 6 rebounds. The All-Star guards took advantage of isolation situations and the Rockets went 10 for 16 from beyond the arc, 62.5% in the first half, while holding the Jazz to 41.2% shooting. Houston would finish with a 53.1% clip from 3 in the game. Crowder was solid off the bench in 33 minutes for Utah, scoring 11 of his 21 points in the first 2 quarters with 5 threes. The Jazz bench went on an 8-0 run to cut the lead to 15 near the end of the third quarter, but Paul's three-pointer ahead of the buzzer gave the Rockets a comfortable 86-68 lead heading into the last 12 minutes. Then in the fourth, the Jazz started with another 7-0 run to get within 11 after a driving layup from Mitchell at 10:09, but Harden pumped the brakes on anything closer than that margin. "We haven't gave up all year and don't plan on doing so now," Crowder said. "We know it's not going to be easy to go to where we want to be, and to the championship is not going to be easy. So with that being said, when guys make runs, when teams make runs, we have to stay the course and make adjustments on the fly and make a run of our own." Mitchell briefly gave Jazz fans a scare late in the fourth after rolling his right ankle while chasing a fast break pass alongside Gordon, who simultaneously stepped on his foot, but would return to the court, although he limped to the bench. Paul would end with 17 points, 6 assists, and 4 steals with 7 turnovers. Clint Capella added 16 points with 12 boards and Tucker scored 15 points with 6 rebounds. Rudy Gobert went 4 for 4 for the game, but didn't attempt a field goal until the fourth, ending with 11 points and 9 boards. Game 3 of the series is set for Wednesday at 6 p.m. In Houston, Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is hoping Utah's performance wasn't because of their tired legs from the quick travel. "I'm hoping none, but I imagine there would be," D'Antoni said. "They're a very good team and I've been in that situation. When you come off a tough series like that, it's more emotions than physical because you play at the level they've played to knock off OKC. It's tough, so we expect a whole different team on Wednesday and we better be ready."